Welcome back to our ongoing coverage of the 2013 Race Across America powered by Train. And we do have some breaking news to report. Last night there was an incident with one of the support crews. It's Maria Parker's team that was involved in an accident. Everyone is okay, but unfortunately all of her backup equipment was destroyed or mangled, and she's going to be unable to continue. So we certainly, our thoughts are with Maria Parker out there as she made it a good 700 miles into the race. So we turn our attention now to the Rocky Mountains, and clearly at the front of this bike race, we are watching a record-setting ride being put together by Christoph Strasser. As he went up and over Wolf Creek Pass last night, you can see actually the conditions once again could not have been better. Riding in a short-sleeve jersey, no jacket needed, and this is, we're talking about through 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The conditions remained warm enough that the riders were able to just race in their regular gear. Most of our field is actually in this mountain range right now. It's between the San Juans and the Sangre de Cristos. We're seeing a lot of footage coming in from riders climbing up Wolf Creek Pass, and this is actually the highest point that they will reach on this year's Race Across America, 10,900 feet. So as the field is really spread out over a few hundred miles right now, at the very front end, Christoph Strasser is already making his way into the Comanche Nation. He'll be in Kansas early this evening, right as this report goes live at 8 o'clock Eastern time is when we'll have him a good 50 miles into the state of Kansas. Now, the gap between Christoph Strasser back to his main danger man, which is Rito Schock, has been sitting right around 70 miles here. And he's not giving back any time at all. We had a chance to grab a word with one of Rito Schock's crew members. This is his cousin, Oliver.
So far, he's fine. We had some problems earlier with the heat this morning. He couldn't eat that much, but now he's fine. The temperatures are good. We have a little bit of backwind, and we're sure that we do the Wolf Creek Pass now. Every night we'll change some positions. Riders will start to sleep different times, so that will give a little bit of troubles in the ranking list. But well, that makes it interesting. A race like RAAM, you cannot prepare. It's so many things. It's just you have to act in the situation. You have to see what it needs, and that's for you have team. The team is here, and they are. We have so many different situations trained, but the last 2 days we had situations, well, just we have to act, and Reto is going to be on the bike as much as possible and ride. That's what his job is.
The battle for third right now is really tightening up. It is down to less than a couple miles separating. The rider who's sitting in third now is the Swiss man, Danny Wies, but he is very, very close to being joined and passed by Gerhard Gulwich, the Slovenian. It's going to be interesting because that right there is 3 riders within 3 miles of each other.
Burrito. Good stuff.
And it's nice and cool out here for you?
Yeah, it's much, much better than the last couple days. Imagine it's going to get even better on the way up to Wolf Creek. Yeah, so I've only had 2 sleep breaks so far.
And what's been the total hours that you've slept?
3.5 total. Yeah, I'm all right with that part of it. We've kept moving forward pretty consistently, so yeah, I'm happy with how we're doing.
This is a great opportunity for us to check out our solo men and women's leaderboard here as we take a look at Christoph Strasser on top. When we talk about all of the different telemetrics out there, certainly how you're ingesting your calories is going to be interesting, and a strategy each and every rider has their own. We understand Christoph Strasser is on a 100% liquid diet. There's some real fringe benefits to that, where a rider like Rito Schock is trying to take in some regular food as well as he balances between a liquid and solid food diet. It is extremely hard to take on 8,000 calories a day, and that's what these riders are really needing to fuel their bodies. It's about 300 to 400 calories per hour is the maximum amount that your body can ingest, and these guys are right there at that limit. The 2013 Race Across America has really seen a resurgence in popularity, and one way that we've noticed this is the fan support along the way. Riders love having people out there to encourage them, and it's been morning, noon, and night. We have seen people in costumes, we've had people running with the riders, and it certainly has been a great element to add to this year's event. Coming up on 7 years of support from the bull shifters, and we had a chance to talk with Jim, who sets up an oasis in the desert each year.
We set up this oasis out in the desert. We have a swimming pool.
The best place in the USA.
And I'm a member of the Bull Shifters Bicycling Club. This is our 7th year we have come out to support the riders of RAAM.
As you follow along on our live tracker, you're going to see that our leaders are already making their way into Kansas. It's getting warmer out there. No doubt we're watching the temperature start rising as they drop in elevation. You can follow our course profile. Actually, there's all kinds of telemetrics that you can follow with all of our riders. Each one of these riders, we talked about this the other day here on the RAAM report, has a quiver of bikes, and I think the climbing bike is going to be put away now as we're going to see all of our riders shifting over to their full-on aerodynamic machine. As we continue to follow the progress of all of our solo riders, the men and women, we look back to Oceanside where the excitement is building, the teams have assembled, all of the support crews are there and they're ready to roll out tomorrow at noon. When we talk about the logistics, a lot of people wonder, how do these teams operate? Well, basically with the 8 and 4 rider teams, what they'll do is split into 2 groups and then rotate those riders on and off course. When you're not riding, obviously you're trying to maximize your rest. Each hour ridden, most riders will have 4 hours off the bike. Thank you very much for joining us today on the RAAM Report. We have been gathering a lot of still images and video, all kinds of media from out on course. You can see all of that at ramrace.org. For all of us here at Race Across America, I'm Dave Toll saying thanks a lot for joining us.